Hey guys, this is James with 3D CADWorks. Today we want to go over the installation procedures for our 3D CADWorks rear USB charger for Audi B8s and B8.5s. This is a new charger that we're releasing. It has two power delivery ports and a QuickCharge port as well. So it's a total of 45 watts charging. Should handle most of your needs. And it replaces the cigarette lighter that is usually found in the back of the center console right here on Audi B8s, or at least the 8.5s. So I'm going to show you how to take these vents out and replace the cigarette lighter with this. It's a pretty easy procedure. It looks scarier than it really is. It takes anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And the only tool you're really going to need is the plastic pry tools you can get at Harbor Freight or Amazon. We even sell a version of this with the plug and play adapter, so there's no wiring to do, no cutting, tapping, splicing, nothing. You just literally just plug this into the vehicle harness. It plugs in just like your cigarette lighter. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to do is going to get your plastic pry tool. I like to use this one here. It's curved like that. You're just going to stick it up here in between the trim and the plastic here, and carefully come around. And that's it. There's the vents. No damage to anything. You'll need to look on the bottom. There is a plug here. You need to undo this plug here. There's two clips here you have to squeeze together this way, and then you can pull this out and the AC vent comes out. Always be careful with the foam here. You don't want to damage this foam. Alright, so there is the AC vent removed. The next thing we need to do is remove this duct inside of here. I'm going to give you guys a little extra light, see if you can see that. There's three tabs. Let me see if I can point to it with this pry tool. There's a tab here, tab there, and another tab there. You just got to release those tabs and pull the ducting straight out, and I'll show you that now. Okay, the three tabs have been released, and when you pull it out, it's a curved duct, so you're going to kind of pull it out and rotate it up, and then I like to turn it. About 45 degrees as I pull it out. I'll show you. There we go. And there you go. There's this duct removed. And make sure your foam is intact. Looks good. Now the next thing you need to do is for the actual cigarette lighter itself down here. There is a tab, and what I'm probably going to do is just take a picture of this so I don't have to move the camera on video. There's a tab on the factory cigarette lighter. Looks very similar to this tab right here. And you're going to push down on that tab using your plastic pry tool, and then on the back of the cigarette lighter you're just going to push downward. So I'll do that now. Again, I'll take a picture of that for you. Alright, once that tab is released, you can kind of pull it out. It sounds scary, but nothing's breaking. And here's the actual cigarette lighter, and there is the plug for it. There's the release clip. Squeeze that in, pull it out. There's the original cigarette lighter. The new 3D CADWorks USB charger goes in very similar. You're going to plug this plug and play harness into the factory wiring harness. If you buy the version that doesn't have the plug and play, then you'll be provided some taps, and you'll just need to tap into the brown and the white. The white is the positive, the brown is the ground. But for this is the plug and play version, so we're just going to plug it in. It only goes one way. That's it. You should hear it click. It's in, just like the factory cigarette lighter. Alright, to put this into position, what you're going to do is, actually before you do that, it's a good idea to turn the car in the accessory position and make sure you get power. I don't know if you guys can see the power. The power is on there. It's kind of bright near. The power is on. I can turn it off with that switch. I can turn it back on with that switch. So make sure it's lighting up, make sure it's working. Okay, if it is, we should be able to turn the accessory switch back off. Light goes out, and let's go ahead and install it. To install it, you're just going to open this flap down here. You're going to get this into position, and I don't know if you can see it on camera here. You're going to try to get it centered best you can, so it looks like it's about in position, and then you're going to pull back towards you or towards the back of the car. It takes a little wiggling, a little effort to do this, but it's not that difficult. Let's see if I can get it on the first try here. There you go. Wiggle a little bit. Now it's sitting nice and flush. I'll give you guys a little extra light here to see it. Okay. Now the only thing you got to watch out for is when you're doing that, the spade connectors on the back of the USB charger. Make sure you don't disconnect them. So when you're done, take a look back there and make sure the spade connectors are still connected. Make sure the harness is still connected. And then you're going to want to take these wires, you're going to want to tuck them back towards this back corner back here to get them out of the way of the ducting that you got to now put in place. Alright, the factory ducting again, this is a curved duct. It's going to go down and you're going to rotate into position. I like to start at a 45-degree angle just to kind of get me in there easily. So I go in like this at an angle and then I rotate it straight like that. It's easy if I put my hand inside the duct and kind of guide it into position. Seems to work better for me. Then you push it in until it clicks, and then you should have those 3 tabs right there retaining the duct. So that duct is in position, ready to go. For the AC vent itself, let's pull this harness out. Grab the AC vent, plug in the harness. It only really goes one way. If you don't plug this harness in, you won't have any temperature controls. Let's plug this harness in. There we go. This one's a little tricky. You're going to just kind of get it down into position. I like to get the bottom third of this vent kind of flush, like that. And then what we're going to do is just going to push down, steady pressure, till it clicks into position. And that is it. And you can see you have your USB charger here. If I turn the accessory switch back on, we have power to the switch. I can turn it on and off. And you should also test to make sure you have air coming out of your vents here. So I'll just turn the AC system on. Make sure we have air coming out. Air is coming out. I can adjust it. I can turn it off. There's full air. That's off. Make sure it's all working like it's designed to work. And that is it for the 3D CADWorks rear USB charger. Again, it's got 2 power delivery ports and a USB-A QuickCharge 3.0 port. It can fast charge all of your phones and tablets. So it's perfect for long trips with kids in the back. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us. We're always available either on the website or email, Facebook Messenger, however you guys need to get a hold of us. We're pretty easy to get a hold of.